Hello, it's me, JEOMY. You're listening to my monthly mixtapes. I'm gonna talk about everything that happens between the music I create and my life as an artist. This is the fifth, no, not the fifth, sixth episode of this podcast, the blueprint for upgrading my taste. So, hello guys. How have you been? How was your last month? How's your June going on? Let me talk about my last month first, actually. If I compare it to this month, it was quite bad actually. But which also means my June has been quite well, actually. Wait, I love the word actually, don't I? Well, anyway. Yeah, so there was a struggle I had. I mean, it's not only happened in May, but I think I've been having it quite a few months actually. Not only this year, maybe. Yeah, it's been a while since I have this struggle, which is I am stuck in my own playlist, you know? Cause I might still love it, but I don't really do it anymore. But I love making my own playlist, In like I don't know, I have so many different playlists. I have like 80 playlists, like 80. Sometimes it's about, a specific time zone of the time or the season in the year or what else? Or some like occasion as well. And sometimes it depends on my mood, depends on what kind of music they are. Or yeah. I just have so many different playlists that I created myself. But then, they ended up being my comfort zone, obviously, because that's what I created. So it's all about the songs I loved. But then, yeah, I just kind of stopped, looking for some new songs to listen to, and I started listening to the songs I've been listening again and again. And obviously, I am getting tired of them. But then still, I didn't know what to do. So yeah, I was stuck in that phase for a while. But then one day I met a friend of mine, which is interesting because I knew him for a while, but I haven't really hung out with him alone. And so it was the first time I hung out with him. And then it was really, really fun. I didn't really expect it. It doesn't mean like I didn't expect him to be that funny or whatever. No, it's not that, but I just didn't know what happened if I hang out with him and then it's just hanging out. I thought it's gonna be just like a normal day, but then it turns out it was very inspiring and yeah, it was really fun. And I still think about, yeah, we literally had like 5 hours conversations straight ahead, like no break, just pints, and I was talking about so many subjects. I was like, okay, this is very fun. I like it. I didn't really check my phone at all, unless it's like the work call or something like that. So yeah, that was really, really fun. And yeah, he recommended, I told him the same thing again, and then he recommended so many albums he likes. So I started listening to his playlists, like the ones, not playlists, but the albums he recommended to me. And then obviously they are like the songs and the album that I've never listened to in my life, or I've never listened to by albums you know? So it was really interesting. Wait, do I say the word interesting too much? I feel like it, but anyway. So it was quite I don't know what to say instead of interesting. But yeah, so I've been listening to his playlist, and obviously that's kind of broadened my boundaries in terms of listening to music, you know? And then one day I told my another friend, like one of the songs in the album he recommended me reminded me of my other friend, because I don't know, it sounds it sounds like him. The vocal sounds like him. So I sent him this song and I was like, hey, this reminds me of you. It sounds like you. And then he like listened to it. He listened to it and he was like, I get what you mean, but I really hate this song. So I was like, okay. I've never seen him like that passionate about hating on something. He was always like, yeah, I'm not judging anyone, I'm not judging anything. But then he was like, oh my god, I hate this shit. Like, this is not music and blah blah. So I was like, what? Because I know them both, and I know they have great like taste in terms of music. But then this guy likes this song, and this guy hates this song, and there's this song, you know? There's this one song, and this guy really likes it. So that he recommended me, and this guy really hated it. So he was like, oh my god, this is not music. So I was like, you know what though, that's interesting. Cause like, I don't know, for me, the song was alright. It wasn't like, oh my god, I hate this shit, I can't take it, or oh my god, this is like the masterpiece of my life or something. It was neither of them. So I was like, actually, that's interesting, because I don't mind this song. Like, so I was like, And then I started thinking about my own taste, you know? I mean, I don't think I have like bad taste in music or something like that. I don't think that's my problem. But I feel like I have quite shallow knowledge, I would say. Yeah, it's like I just love the fact they have their own strong opinion on the same song. And I'm just like in the middle of them. Like, I understand why he loves this song, and I also understand why he hates this song. And I was like, okay, who am I then? What is my taste, you know? That's where this, episode begun actually. So yeah, and then that ended up making me think about my taste in everything else, you know? What's my taste in music? What's my taste in arts? What's my taste in cultures, fictions, books, films, or even in politics, economy, history, whatever? Like, yeah, that also reminded me of my dad, actually. My dad was like, I think he liked to talk a lot. When I was young, like, he was always talking about every kind of subject. I thought he knew everything about the world, honestly. You know, when I was young, there's no ChatGPT or like Gemini or any AI shit. But he was low key kind of my AI, because I always have some like curiosities about everything in the world, and he was always the one who answered the question. It was always just like random question about the world, like why the ocean is blue, or just like anything, you know, why people like fake flowers, or just anything. And then he always answers the question with whatever the question is, which is very interesting. But since I was growing up, since I was, educated by school and academies and everything. Sometimes I knew that his answer was wrong. So one day when I was, I think when I was when I was like, yeah, I think I was a teenager, but I told it. I told him like, I mean, you, my dad, I think you have such such a broad and shallow knowledge in general. And then, my family members were like, ha ha ha, you're so funny, ha ha. And that was it. But then now, if I think of it, I feel like I am the one who has broad and shallow knowledge about everything. So I was like, you know what? I shouldn't be the one who told my dad that. But yeah, so anyway. So, yes. The struggle I had from the playlist, stuck in my playlist, and the inspiration I got from my friends' playlists, just friends' music tastes. Yeah, just because of these happenings, I started to want to upgrade my taste. But yeah, I want to be the person who brings actual depth to conversations. Let's say like I talk about politics with my friend. I just don't want to say like, oh, I hate that because like I heard that it's like that. I don't want to say like that. I just want to have the right reason to hate something, and I also want to have the right reason why I support something. I just don't want to. Yeah, I just don't like to just say something not knowing it, not really knowing it. I really hate it. And nowadays I saw so many people who are in my age. I don't know, they just post something about politics, and which doesn't even make sense, but they really, really believe in that argument. And I was like, why? I can't understand. But I know it's wrong, but I can't really explain why it's wrong. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be that kind of person, but if I don't know why it's wrong, then eventually I'm gonna be one of them. I could be one of them, or I am actually the one of them. I could be, and I don't want that. So I was like, yeah, if I'm having a conversation about something, at least I need to know about subject very, very well. That's why, yeah, I need to upgrade. I need to spend some time to know how it works. I just need to spend some time to know about the world in general. Yeah, is it too broad? Yeah, but just like not only about music, but just like politics, history, culture, and economy, and yeah. So yeah, I just want to educate myself more. I don't want to be the naive person so that I can't join any conversation or something. I don't want to be like that. So yeah, that was the inspiration. And I think I kind of found my solution through another experience, which was one day in May, I had an opportunity to help my friend to film a music video. So he was the videographer of the music video of for his friend, and I was helping him as an assistant videographer. I didn't really film anything, but I was just helping him. But anyway, so the music video gig started from early morning, and it finished at around 6 or 7. And it was really, really hot. It was like 33 degrees or something in London, which was crazy. And now it's cold again, by the way. But yeah, anyway, it was really hot. And I had to stay outside from like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. till the evening, right? And mostly we had some break time and then we were allowed to stay in the shades or something. But still, it was really hot and I'm not really, yeah, I'm not really good with hot weathers. So I was struggling a bit. But at the end of the day, it feels like, I don't know how to explain this, but the time felt long again for the first time since my childhood, you know? And I felt like it was kind of like a school summer holiday because I was living in the physical world, not on a screen. Because, you know, when I was young, there was no smartphones or anything, which I am really grateful for, actually. I feel lucky to not have smartphones when I was young. So yeah, it felt like my school summer holiday, and then I was like, yeah, why not living like that again this summer? So that's like my summer plan in a nutshell. So my solution to upgrade my taste and slow down time is treating this summer like a childhood holiday with some rules. So the rules I am thinking of now is obviously first thing first, no scrolling. Again, I'm gonna mention this again and again and again. No scrolling, please, Jomi. Please, no scrolling, no Twitter, no YouTube. Like, you don't need to know what their opinion. There are so many other ways to know how the world is going. Yeah. Like you can read books, even podcasts, radio, read newspapers or whatever, just something physical. Not just scrolling, not just watching something. Yeah, you just need to know some experts' opinions, not like some random dudes philosophy on YouTube or whatever. Don't. At least for this summer, stop it. I'm telling you now, stop it. So yeah, no scrolling. And then, as I said, I think something physical is very important. So I want to try to spend more time with my cassette tapes. So I got my Walkman and some tapes. But I want to get like tape recorder and like I want to record something myself as well. Not only music but just, yeah, I just want to try out some stuff with my tapes. It's going to be fun. And then I want to go attend some local gigs or festivals. I've actually never been to festivals in my life. Have I? Not only something I was brought by my parents when I was young, but as an adult, I always went to a concert of my favorite artist, but not just like random festivals. So I didn't have a chance to find out some local or like unfamiliar music I've never heard before. So I can try that. Yeah, I think I should try that. And in summer there are so many like some festivals. So why not enjoy them when they're here? When you have the access, you should enjoy them. And yeah, obviously if I need to watch something, I'm gonna watch the real films and I'm gonna read some books. Yeah, instead of YouTube or just like short videos or whatever. And then basically just getting out of my bed, spending time outside. Even though you do nothing, you just go outside, get the sunlight, touch the grass, talk to people, have some eye contacts, drink something, eat something, walk, run, do whatever, but just don't stay inside. That's all I want. And yeah, like, when I was young, I was always going out. I always went to the playground to hang out with my friend. I think it was almost every day actually. I really loved my friends. And I really loved hanging out with my friends. I sometimes invited them to my house, but yeah, but not myself. I didn't really spend my time on my own. I mean, I had my brother, so maybe it was impossible. But anyway, yeah. What else? And journaling, of course. But that's not that hard for me, so that's good. But maybe I should do it every day, not just for like scheduling or something. More like a diary. I can do that. And then lastly, I really wanna start um teaching myself. I can't teach though. Like I really wanna start to practice the slap bass, which I've never done it before in my life. But it doesn't mean it's impossible. I think I can do it if I practice enough and I know some bases. So if I'm struggle, I can ask them for their advice or opinion or help or whatever. So why not then? I have my bass guitar. So why not? That could be a fun little summer project for me. And I really wanna Nah, I'm not gonna tell you right now, but I have some new ideas too. Yeah, I have some new ideas I wanna make happen. So yeah, for that I need to know some more rhythms and yeah, not only my taste actually. I just wanna play a lot of different kind of music. Not only the one I am good at and I've been playing for years. I guess like you know what? For like a few years ago I was struggling to find my own music, like what kind of music I am doing now was the main question I had. But now I kind of have my own style. But then now I feel like I am stuck with that music and I don't want to be stuck in the same kind of music forever. Which is funny though. It's exactly the opposite, isn't it? But yeah, the way I found out what my music genre is just writing a lot of songs. And I found the patterns in them. And I was like, there we go. The answer was just trying out. So I guess this time, if I try out so many different genres I've never done before, I will also find out there are some genres I am actually good at, not only the ones I've done before. So I am excited for it. So to make all this happen, I really need to be offline. I can't spend as much time as I do now online. What? Is this the right sentence? But yeah, I just don't want to be online that long. No, no, no. Not this summer, no. Let me think about the online life when it's getting colder again, but not right now. This summer, I'm gonna be a whole different person. Yahoo! Man, I don't know how I'm gonna edit this episode, but yeah, these are my these are my plans. These are my blueprint, and I hope I can make this happen. I know I will, but I'm telling this on the camera, and I am releasing this podcast. So it would be embarrassing if I can't make it. I just spend the whole summer scrolling and being stuck in my room. So no, 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 not on my watch. I'm gonna make this happen. So yeah, I hope to see you next month, and I hope I have a lot of stories to tell you about next month actually, because if I really do make them happen, I'm gonna be a very different person from now on. So yeah, I hope your summer is also exciting for you. And I wish you the best. I'll see you next month. Bye.